We now return to Monkey Island. Okay. Going to the docks. Yes, going to the docks. Need to see a man about a mop.
Fancy. Hi.
Are you my waiter? I want the excellent dish I had at the governor's mansion last week.
I
don't know what it's called, but it was sort of, a hot food.
Yeah, but I'm not...
It had ingredients in it or something.
I'm not your waiter.
I already told your incompetent cook this, but he still hasn't brought me my dinner.
I don't work here. I'm not a waiter.
Hop to it!
Right away, sir.
Waiter, I can't understand why this is taking so long. Just bring me what the governor served me last week.
Of course, sir. Sorry for the delay.
Alright. I was thinking maybe I could tell him that I was searching for the secret.
Sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Yes.
Oh, you look like the health inspector tasted your stew. Or you did.
Worse. Marlin is here.
Who?
The customer I have nightmares about. He's the only importer of yak fat on the island, so I need to keep him happy, but he makes that impossible. Today he wants me to make him a dish that he ate last week at some kind of event at the governor's mansion. But of course he doesn't remember what it's called or know what's in it or even remember what color it was. He says he thinks it has ingredients in it. I don't have the slightest idea what to make.
Oh, where did he say he had the dish he wants you to make?
At the governor's mansion. It's probably some exotic, weird-tasting thing from a swanky cookbook.
If I brought you a recipe, could you make it?
Of course. I'm a cook. See the hat?
Let's not do that just yet.
What was that you were trying to tell me about mops before?
The mop is the formal tool of a cook. Not as clumsy or random as a dish rag. An elegant tool for a more civilized cleaning. You cannot hope to succeed with the mop of another.
I can't?
You must construct your own. A single, perfect instrument that you will keep and use for a lifetime.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Once you build it, the mop will become your constant companion, your tool, and a ready means of defense against spills of all kinds.
Build it?
The wood is the heart of the handle. The heart is the handle of the cook. You are one.
Not helpful so far.
You must find a particular tree. A tree uniquely suited to the handles of mops. Carve your handle from a limb of that tree. Any questions?
How do I find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
What kind of wood is the tree?
That is something you must discover for yourself.
What about the head of the mop?
Oh, you have to have one, of course, but pretty much anything will do. It's mostly about the handle.
Are you sure I can't just buy a mop? Yours, for example.
No, you've got to make one. Trust me on this.
Okay, I guess I'll do it. What's wrong?
You gave the story the wrong title. It should be called Mop Quest. When do we get to the piratey parts?
Well, even the coolest professions involve more mopping up than you would think. It seemed crazy to me at the time, too. But don't forget, it was all so I could board a ship, take command, and sail to Monkey Island. But first, I had to make a mop.
Stay away from my mop.
How's it going with that nightmare customer guy?
My stomach feels like it's full of cannonballs and splintered rowboats.
Oh, look behind you! A three-headed monkey!
I do know a great stew recipe for monkey heads, but I can't think about that right now.
Good news! I have a cookbook. I found this at the governor's mansion.
Aha! The mystery dish must be in there. I have no idea which one it'll be, so I'll just have to make them all. I'd better get to work. Thanks, Guybrush.
Okay. While he's distracted, I just grab them up.
Keep your hands off my mop.
All right. Make a mop.
Busy?
Yep,
Can I ask you again about the mop I need to make?
sure.
Remind me how to find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, thanks.
Now,
This is going to be one of those things, isn't it? It's one of the earliest things that I did.
Nice hat pin.
Beat it, creep.
What's that you're drinking?
Large. Get lost.
Don't look now, but I think...
Buzz.
All right. One of the earliest things that I did, and I can't remember now how I get the map coordinates.
Waiter, I can't understand. Just bring.
Of course, sir. Hi, Cobb.
You again? I know you.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
But we do have an, let's see, a serial number. No, we don't.
Hello, Mr. Brush.
Hello. Oh, I'd really like some crackers.
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
I found some cracker mix. You could bake fresh crackers in your furnace.
Thanks. The ones on the plate were getting a bit stale. Take some if you want.
Don't mind if I do.
Okay.
I've got enough to last me. It's hopeless.
So I'm gonna need another monocle.
Aw, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she...
Ah, there just happens to be another one.
Hey, Wally. I'm looking for a tree to make a stupid mop from. Have you got a map for that?
So the cook has sent you on one of his spiritual journeys? Been a while since I made one of those mop tree maps. What kind of tree is it again?
I don't know. A wood one?
That's okay. Just bring me a sliver of the wood and I can work it out from there. I'm that good.
Okay.
Bye. Better to have one for each eye.
If you say so.
get ourselves a little bit of the mop. Before we do that,
Hi again. I'm thinking about going on LeChuck's expedition after all.
I'm glad to hear you decided to patch things up.
No, he doesn't want me on the ship. I'm blacklisted. I'm gonna have to go in disguise.
These Shakespearean comedies just write themselves.
so I guess I could actually check what the trivia is right now. Scurvy Dog Shack. There's a giant. I don't remember. I guess I'll have to look. At the end of Monkey Island 1, LeChuck was defeated with root beer. Largo Legrand. Editor of the Pirate Times would be Conrad Lee. What is the LeChuck cat's name? Don't remember that just offhand. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to play through the very first tutorial part again to get some of those. Okay. No, don't leave, don't leave. So I've got 2 monocles.
If 1 monocle is good, 2 is better. This was a good idea. They magnify stuff even better since I stuck them together. I carved it off the cook's mop handle. Good times. Ah, crystal clear. I'll just write that down.
Head to High Street while I'm here and get myself a key.
Hello, Mr. Brush.
Hiya.
Got our crackers back.
Ooh, they smell nice and toasty. But I've already got plenty of crackers. This is the one for the museum display case. Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. This will be for a high-end display case. You a collector?
Yeah. Stamps. Wally, here's a sample of the wood you wanted. Can you make me a map now?
Sure, here it is.
Thanks, Wally.
There we go. Okay. Let me see here. Oh, what do you know? It looks like it has changed since what I wrote down from the first time. Yeah, let me just write this down on a different one. Okay, so it goes purple, 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 carnivorous, purple, purple, and blue mushroom. Okay. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The last one I wrote down has 9. Does the map itself completely change? That's interesting. Oh, we'll give it a shot. Right. Either way, I guess. Through the forest. And there's a card. Okay. First purple. Another purple. Another purple. And we go carnivorous. Purple flower. Purple and blue. Interesting.
It's like there's a welcoming committee.
Well, that's good, I guess. I mean, that's interesting, though. So there is an achievement to speedrun the game, to do the whole thing in 2 hours. And, you know, if the puzzle was going to be the same, you could just do all this and bypass a huge part of it. So they basically force you to get the map and all that stuff. So I guess that's a good thing, I guess.
Mind your mama, little prick the kids. Hey, little fella.
Just makes it more difficult.
Wow! The distinctive shape tells me this is the rare, endangered Malay Island mop handle tree.
Find the tree. Make a mop. Yeah, okay. Only Guybrush.
Hey, little dear. It's probably time for them to fly south. Another resource has given its all in support of my personal goals. It's what nature is for. I must have startled them while I was whittling. Some animals are quite skittish. I'll take a shortcut back.
Well, I guess.
I carved it myself.
What do I want to use this time? So there are 4 choices here. It seems to imply that you have to play 4 times to get this. I already did one with the shrunken head. Let's just attach La Esponja.
I made him up. It's a single perfect instrument that I will keep and use for a lifetime.
And what's interesting about this is that they will make comment upon it later. Things that you do there get brought up in dialogue. So, I mean, obviously I have to distract this first. Let's see if I can open this and see what happens.
The display case is locked.
Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. Looking good. I like things neat.
That is a really big...
That's folded perfectly. That'll do, Parrot. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on with my display case lock.
Hopefully it's just as easy as going back in.
Welcome back.
Okay, good.
I checked the display case and it seems fine, so we're open for business again.
Because later, he doesn't put the items back. And God, was that annoying. Alright, first thing we gotta do is distract the parrot.
What do you expect me to do, Elaine? Issue a proclamation?
Of course not, Carla. We'll need to generate public support. I'm working on that.
People around here don't like any kind of restrictions, even if it's for their own good.
But we can put a requirement on ships traveling to the north. There's already a customs check, so the infrastructure is all in place.
Well, it's a start. Scurvy's a big problem. Let's do all we can.
Agreed.
I've come a long way. Is there anything else on the agenda?
Coffee?
Back to Low Street.
Classic and subtle. Like me. But I don't need to be wearing this right now. This is awesome. Now I can open one of the jail cells.
And there's a card here.
Can you charge John Laney's eye patch up for me?
Ah, the famous eye patch disguise of John Laney. As I suspected, the magic has long since drained away.
Good. Great. So, can you charge it up again?
I can. If you bring me one more thing. A particular charm of great power.
You couldn't have told me this earlier?
I could have. You must bring me the bite of 1,000 needles. Then I will recharge your eye patch.
The bite of 1,000 needles. Can you be a tiny bit more specific?
No.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Okay. That's pretty easy to come by.
A classic specimen of Alata needleus, a carnivorous vascular dicot known for its tasteful coloration, slight wiggle, and loads of tiny, sharp teeth.
That sounds like it fits the bill.
Gotcha, you pointy little trichiophyte. This is a plant with a bad attitude, and enough pokey parts to back it up. There you go. Bite of 1,000 needles.
Tell me, is this an ancient, powerful charm, or simply a plant you found in the forest?
You were pretty opaque about what you wanted, even for you. I took my best shot.
Very well. You've always been the close enough sort.
Thanks.
Come, spirits of deception and death, drink your rejuvenation and awaken.
Death?
It's nothing to worry about. John Laney, this hapless boy needs your help.
Hey.
Take pity on him and bring him the power to hide from his enemies.
Well, you don't have to put it like that. That's it?
Unless you want the extended service warranty.
No, thanks. I'm not a sucker. What do I owe you?
Maybe try it on first, before we discuss payment.
Well, how do I look? What the heck? I look like a zombie. Is it broken?
One does the best one can with the materials provided.
I'll just wear it when I really need to. Ugh.
You're welcome.
I think I'm ready to set sail.
All right.
I'll wait until I'm closer to LeChuck's ship. No need to scare the melee townfolk. This has gotten me out of a lot of scrapes over the years. If any clock were the exception to that rule, it would be this one.
The rule being that even a stop clock is right twice a day. All right, let me check one more time. I think I have looked at every map in here, including the globe.
I didn't know you made globes, too.
I don't. This is for reference. It's got all the latest continents.
And I looked at the cartography stuff. Okay. Well, if I didn't unlock that achievement, then I don't know how to do it. Get everything in his shop. I imagine if I put it on here... Hold on.
I should move farther away from the quartermaster so she doesn't see me.
Yeah. Let's see. So you gotta come back here.
The quartermaster will never see me behind this crate.
Guess I just wander in off the pier here somehow.
Hi there. You must be the quartermaster.
Yep, you look like a guy without many options. I need a swabby. It's BYOM. So, show me a decent mop and the job's yours.
Okay. How's this for a mop?
Let's see. Stick, blobby spongy pad. Good enough. You're hired.
Great.
We'll be getting underway soon. Why don't you come on board and I'll introduce you to the crew.
I'm excited to see my stateroom. When's a good time to discuss the benefits package?
Threepwood's on LeChuck's ship. He's got some kind of disguise. From the bargain bin, it looks like.
So what?
You don't think this could be a problem? We didn't plan for him.
I hate not knowing what's going on. I should have taken him out the minute he walked in here.
Don't worry, we'll know what's going on.
Yeah? How?
I've got a spy on board the ship.
Part 2.
So once you were on LeChuck's ship, you turned the tables on them. You whipped out your sword and said, "I'm your captain now. Take me to Monkey Island, where you'll all walk the plank."
More or less.
The name's Gullet, but you're not to call me that. To you, I'm the first swab, and I want to hear the capital letters when you say it.
Capital 1. Got it.
And this is the old. You'll be spending a lot of time down here.
I thought we'd have a union or something. How much time is a lot of time?
All of it. You work here. You sleep here. You take your meals here. Forget the world you knew before. This hold is your world. The hull is your ground. The deck is your sky. And I am your deity of choice. A cruel and vengeful deity. I only have one simple rule. You are not to leave this hold under any circumstances. Any questions?
Can I leave the hold?
But no!
What happens if I leave?
I said you're not to leave under any circumstances.
Well, I know, just hypothetically. What if I did?
The worst punishment you can imagine.
Which is?
I throw you back down here. Nothing's worse than this.
Honestly, I feel like this guy should have been the replacement voice for LeChuck. He's a lot closer to the old one.
Where's my bunk?
You might be alright inside one of the crates. Otherwise, be sure to cover your eyes. The chickens like to peck. But it's probably safest if you don't sleep at all. The chickens have their ways.
What's for dinner?
Oh, we'd like a bit of dinner, would we? Well, perhaps we can arrange a bit of roast duck under glass for your majesty. But seriously, learn to catch rats. You can drown them in your mop bucket. They make their own sauce.
What if I need to, you know...
Use the portal. Don't get anything on the ledge outside, though. I hate an unsightly ledge.
What am I supposed to be doing exactly?
No recruits. You're all thicker than the chickens.
Is that the whole answer?
You're supposed to be swabbing. I want this hold sparkling, as if it was clean. Now, get to work.
Yo-ho, a pirate's life for me.
Okay. We'll continue on next time.